My name is Pee Wee Erlbacher, and we have reproduced the Gerhardt circular sock knitting machine, and we've got one here in the box, which is the way they'll be shipped and which is the way that you would receive them from UPS or whoever does the shipping. And we'd like to open the box and show you how we take them out and put them on a stand and ready to knit a sock. Very, very simple, very easy. You've got two Phillips screws in the front, on the bottom, that you just unscrew. And underneath the screws are hard steel inserts, so you never wear out, and you can take them in and out many times and never affect anything. You just lift the front up. It's hinged in two places, and that can be laid right back out of your way. The knitting machine is screwed down by its own clamp that you use when you put it on the table. Underneath the knitting machine, wrapped in newspaper, is the mast that gets screwed on after we get it on the table. And right now we'll take it out of the box and we'll put it on the table that you can buy from us. The tappet plate and the tappet switch comes right on top of the machine, installed just like it's ready to use. You slide this right out, unscrew the screw a little bit, set it on our stand or your stand or whose ever stand you want to put it on. Tighten the screw, and the needles are in it, and it's pretty well ready to go to work and knit. The yarn carrier has a mark that tells you where you can start the height of your yarn carrier, and you may want to raise it or you may want to lower it or whatever you need to do for different type yarn. And you can screw on your, like this, with the weight to the top, and the little hook that goes in the break on the yarn carrier is right here. With that, there's a little package of tools and accessories. With that comes a little wrench that looks like this. It lets you tighten the nut in place. Then the next thing you do is take the yarn mass, unscrew it from the side of the box, and it also has a threaded insert so the threads don't wear out. You raise the weight and hook that up to the yarn break. It's got a little hook you put it in. Then you set it right on top of the yarn post and screw it in until the post almost comes flush, and center it in the center of the cylinder. Take your little wrench and tighten it up, and your brake is installed and everything's installed, and that's all ready to go. In the little package are extra springs. We have some Allen wrenches that fit all the Allen screws if you need them. The buckles in there, and a little accessory package of everything you should need if you lose things. And the little crescent's in there with that. Once you get the yarn mesh tight, you can put the wrench back in the box because you're through with it till you disassemble. And get ready to put it back in the box. The weights are screwed down to the bottom of the base. And you unscrew that. And they come out, and here's your bottom weight with the hook on it. Goes in the little eye that's on the table. And if you have an extra cylinder, which many of you will have, it's screwed to the box also, and there's a wing nut that you unscrew. And if you have two cylinders, that's how we ship the second cylinder. There's a little wood piece that holds it down with a washer on top. You can lift your second cylinder out, and then there's a wing nut that holds the rest of the counterweights to the box, so when shipping where they don't get bounced around. They sit right on top like that. And it's always good to run the machine several times to make sure it's in shipping, nothing has got in there and has locked things up. And once you do that, you're ready to put the yarn on and thread it and ready to knit a sock. After you get the machine on the table, you can take it and you can run it around several times. You have to take your river and your river down river switch off until you get ready to use it. With the machine, we have a regular sewing machine oil that works real good. It's an extract from fish oil, and it's just designed for this. And you need to come around and all the camshell ring, turn it a few times, go around the needles and the cylinder, and give it a light oiling. Then lay it on the gear and all the gear just a little bit. The gear won't take much oil. In fact, you don't really only have to do that really about 1 out of 4 hours of running. And then run the machine and let that work up and down in the needle runways in the aluminum cylinder. And if you think you've got a needle sticking, you can just lift that needle up, because those needles slide up and down real free. And if you get one that sticks, it'd be hard to lift up and down, and you either have to take the needle out. I would suggest you throw it away, or you can straighten them. But it's just no more than they cost. And once you get that all worked around in there, and it will run real free, real smooth, and real easy, and you're ready to put yarn on it and knit.